What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Tall Podcast. But today we don't got time for a video. We got to hit a live stream. We'll get to the comments in a little bit. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you know when we go live or drop videos. A.J. Brown limited in yesterday's practice due to a hamstring. We know that hamstrings are not a good injury for DBs and wide receivers because their legs are very important in their movement, their cuts, everything. And hamstrings can linger. We're talking about week 2 of the NFL season, and A.J. Brown uses his body to play football. He's a physical runner with the ball in his hands, and I don't want to rush it back. I don't know how serious it is, to be honest. Nobody in the Eagles beat writer industry and or team is making it seem like it's a big deal, which I do like. However, I hear the word hamstring, I always think they're not good. So I wouldn't force him out there. However, the Eagles have Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts as a playmaker through the air and on the ground. So again, don't rush him. But A.J. Brown still is a critical part of this Eagles offense. Again, when you are a pick your poison type offense and you take one of the poisons out, it might take a little getting used to. Not saying we couldn't win a game or two without A.J. Brown, because we are a very talented football team. You're talking about Jahan Dodson stepping in. Johnny Wilson as a rookie getting 10 snaps in his very first game. We are talented. We're deep. The play action, the motion, Kellen Moore as a play caller. I'm not like, oh my God, AJ got to miss the game versus the Falcons, but you don't want to see that. Again, the best football teams stay together, stay healthy, and develop nice chemistry throughout the season. Again, I don't think it's a big deal. I think he'll be out there. AJ Brown is a tough he's a beast on and off the field. I think he'll be okay, but I do not like hamstrings lingering throughout the season, because every time, the longer it lingers, the worse it gets. So it stays around, and then the tail end of a lingering hamstring injury is worse than the beginning of a hamstring injury. So I just want to be sure he's okay. And again, I think the Falcons are a better team than what they showed versus the Pittsburgh Steelers on week 1. There were a lot of sloppy football games. And if you look at the Eagles game, there were times, especially in the first quarter, where our game was sloppy. But we have a team that even in a sloppy game, we can put up 34 points. That being said, I think once Kirk Cousins settles in, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, think they got an offense. Defensively, Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons, they get Matt Judon for the Patriots, a guy that I thought that could just bolster the Eagles defense. And then you look at Grady Jarrett being back healthy for the Falcons. They're going to take some time to put it together, but once they put it together, they might be somebody. But there won't be somebody Monday night in the link. We're talking about the home opener, baby. Kirk Cousins talked about it. He says, I don't know why, I don't know how, but for some reason I keep playing the Philadelphia Eagles week 2 at the link, and it ain't fun. My man came out and said it. He said it jokingly. He said it's a loud crowd, and that's a good football team. So he's giving us our props. It's a loud crowd, and it's a good football team. I don't know how he keeps getting the luck of the draw, but he plays the Eagles in prime time at the link almost every single week too. I think when he got traded, or when he signed with the Atlanta Falcons, he was like, yes, finally, I don't got to see the Eagles. Wrong again. You got to see the Eagles week 2. It's going to be a great game. But I think it's going to be a great game for Eagle fans, because we're going to bring down the questions on this team. Can the Eagles stop the run? It's going to be tough. Bijan Robinson is a dog, and he's going to be utilizing the pass game. But we want to know how good we can be against the run for sure. We want to know how good this pass rush is, right? Pittsburgh got a good pass rush. They were all out. They were just dogging the offensive line of the Atlanta Falcons. However, Kirk Cousins got the ball out of his hand the 5th fastest in the NFL. 32 NFL football teams, 32 NFL quarterbacks. He got the ball out of his hand the 5th fastest. So whether he's scared of the Eagles D-line or not, he will get the ball out of his hand fast. That means opportunities for our DBs. Quinyon Mitchell, if he's on the outside. Shoot, Cooper DeJean, whoever is in the slot. If you missed yesterday's video, it will pop up at the end here. It might pop up in the corner in a little bit. Go check it out. First one to predict off what Fangio said that Cooper DeJean might start in the slot. Some people commented on my video, you can't just go by what he said there to make it think he's going to start. I said, listen, practice was late yesterday. Guess who was starting in the slot in practice? Cooper DeJean. Yeah, my video came out. I did my video on Thursday night, dropped it at 9:30. Don't normally do that, but I just put common sense on what Fangio said, and he said this could be possibly his best combination out there. Quinyon, Slay, and DeJean. We're going to see if it matriculates fully. But again, I look at this Eagles defense and I say, bring your corners up. The pass rush I don't care how good of a pass rush you are. You're not getting there in a second. So if they elect to go short pass, quick pass, be aggressive on the outside. Jump some routes. Once Slay or Mitchell does that, Kirk Cousins will say, whoa, I got to hold this ball a little bit longer. I got to let things develop a little bit. We got to call some different plays. And that's when the pass rush eats. But the pass rush should be able to dominate. We're going to learn a lot, especially if Cousins in the second half starts holding the ball. How also do you make Kirk Cousins hold the ball? By scoring points. When the Eagles defense knows it's a pass because they're trailing by 14, we can pin our ears back. Plays got to develop down the field, and we can really eat defensively on the line. I'm looking at Bryce Huff snaps. Also his play. Nolan, BG, Sweat, and the interior. I think Jordan Davis played a good game last week, stopping the run. Need to see the defense as a whole be better. Bijan Robinson is a tough guy. While we're talking about that, I want to get to your comments for sure. Again, we started this off talking about A.J. Brown. I don't like hamstrings because there's no limit on them. And even if he plays, in my mind, I'm thinking, how good is the hamstring? And please don't let it get worse. A hamstring today can be played on. 4 weeks down the line, it can now turn into something that keeps somebody out the game long term. The word hamstring just scares me, especially for DBs and wide receivers. But if anybody can handle it, is for sure A.J. Brown. And if he does have to miss, Smitty, Goddard, Saquon, and of course, Jalen as a playmaker, I feel comfortable about that. Real quick, though, let's hear a word from our sponsor, BetUS. And I forgot to put the thing up. Hold up real quick. Let me get the brand thing going. Where is it? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. I guess we don't have it, so I guess we're not going to do it. Yeah, don't look like it's going to be sponsoring today's video. It will sponsor a next video. All right, yeah. Let's get to the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Again, schedule's a little mixed up this week. That's why I dropped my video at 9:30 yesterday. Well, I did a video Thursday night, dropped it 9:30 on Friday, and we doing a live stream today early. My son's Pee Wee football team has a game around 12:30, 1 o'clock. So that's why we're getting this out early, and then it's back to the football festivities. Antonio Holmes, what's going on with you? Donnie Ford, what's up? Black Aura said Dotson will have to step up. Yes. Big facts. If AJ misses, and again, it's not a guarantee. I don't think anybody really is too worried about it. I'm not a big fan of the word hamstring. I know what it's done to some good wide receivers when it lingers throughout a year. Trey said, now I do not want to give my prayers to Tua because I think now I do want to give my prayers to Tua because I think he should have had retire if he keeps getting concussions. Yeah, man, it sucks. I was definitely making fun of all them picks. But once the concussions, once the injuries started setting in or happened, I was like, man, we just got to chill. And at the end of the day, you never want to see that. But it is what it is. Edward said, dude, you be crying on them thumbnails. It's not good. that I said it's not good. It's never good to hear your wide receiver is dealing with a hamstring. All right. Any other reason for him being a limited participant in practice, I'm okay with. But hamstrings are the one injury that he can have week 2 and it just stay there till week 8. It can affect his play and it can get worse. So I don't like the word hamstring. And if you feel like I'm crying, it is what it is. I said it's not good. Did I say it was devastating? I ain't say I'm devastated by this. I ain't say none of that. I literally said it's not good. I ain't say it was very bad. This is horrible. I said it's not good. Bro read it's not good and thought the whole world was falling down. I don't know what to tell you, Edward. I don't know what to tell you. DMV Bay said, so if they play Jalen extensively and he goes off for over $1, I will be very happy. Look, I'm looking for Jalen Hurts to just bounce back via the turnovers, right? If you look at his passing yards versus the Packers, 278, that's where I think he's going to be a lot of times this season. He'll have his 300-yard games, but I don't see Jalen having an under 200-yard performance, even if he's running. Like, I don't think we're going to see Jalen run like he used to when you got Saquon Barkley in the backfield. We still will utilize him in key situations. I think one of the plays we're all forgetting on that last drive, right? Shout out to Smitty, because Devontae Smith caught 2 footballs that were clutch, that were big time. He got yards after the catch and got first downs. But on that last drive, leading up to the field goal, which only was a field goal because we muffed the brotherly shove. Should have been 7. It is what it is. That being said, Jalen Hurts on, I think, 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 6, drop back, couldn't find anybody, runs to the left, gets tackled, I repeat, 3 yards shy. My man got 2 defenders on him, 3 yards shy of the first down. It says, y'all want to go for a 3-yard ride? Cool. Give me that first down. So Jalen Hurts' leg was not on display, really, in that Packers game. Every single time he did the RPO and kept it, I think we went backwards. I think he kept the RPO, 3, 4, 5 times and went backwards 3 or 4 times. But that one rush, carrying 3 guys on his back, 2 guys on his back for 3 yards, was crucial to getting down there to get that field goal. Let Smitty do what he got to do. And again, I think AJ's going to be fine. But if he doesn't play, no excuses for the offense. Yeah, you still want your guy. You want everything, the chemistry to be simultaneously. I don't even know how to say that word. But that being said, we got more than enough ammo on this offense to take down the Atlanta Falcons. Although what I seen from the Falcons via Pittsburgh versus Atlanta, sometimes week 1 is an anomaly. I've seen teams come out week 1 and be trash and then go on a nice little win streak, depending on the team. Not trash, but just sloppy, I should say. Trash is different from sloppy. Clearwater BG said, when I heard the news, I took the over on Devontae. That's what I was going to do. But I forgot to put the Bet US logo up here because I finally, when I use Bet US on my phone, it's a lot easier. But I couldn't find where the prop bets were on the website when I go online. But I finally found it. And I wanted to drop the prop for Devontae's receptions, bro. It's only 4.5. So if Devontae gets over 5 catches, boom, that hit. I was going to do a parlay, and one of them was going to be Bijan. It was going to be Devontae more than 4.5 catches, Saquon more than 75 yards rushing, and Bijan more than 65 yards rushing. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do Bijan 65 yards rushing or Bijan 4.5 catches, because if the Falcons fall behind like I think they're going to, they might not run him, but they might do some dump offs to him. So that's what's going to be my 3-leg parlay. I think the last time I looked, $50 turned into $275. So I liked it. I didn't do the reception one, but when I clicked Smitty over 4 catches, Saquon over 75 yards, and Bijan over 65 yards rushing, $50 on them 3, if they all hit, was $275. And again, we're gonna do more live betting on here now, especially that I got the prop thing working good, but I forgot to put the Bet US thing up here. Oh, there it is. Bruh. There it is. Sheesh. So we could have did it, but it will sponsor another video. It's all good. Let's get to the comments. Peter Riley said 31-20. I'll take that. 11-point dub. Again, I think so many people are panicking that we played a close game to the Green Bay Packers, who, if Jordan Love don't get hurt, probably win their next 3 games. It's a top 3, top 4 team in the conference. High domination, what's going on with you? Vic said he wants more Dallas Goedert, please. Yes, he was the one lost soul, I guess you could say, in the Packers game, right? 37 yards, but he did have a couple clutch plays. A crucial 3rd and 6 crossing route, Dallas Goedert. But I love the way Kellen Moore designed the play because AJ kind of gets in the way, freeing up Dallas Goedert, making his job extra easy. Donnie Ford said, yo, Mike, we got a Sunday final injury report, maybe one today. Sunday's final injury, we'll definitely get a Sunday final injury report. And again, the word hamstring scares me. I don't like that injury, but if I had to guess, I'm thinking AJ's going to play. But the thumbnail still says questionable, and it's not good because I don't like hearing my people are dealing with anything. Antonio Holmes said checkdowns are open. Yeah, they definitely open. 803 Hitman, what's going on with you? El Yepa, what's up? Clown VR said 34-19. That's facts. I'll take that. That's a nice little beatdown. Again, there are some Eagle fans that won't accept nothing but a beatdown versus the Falcons because they lost to the Steelers. Again, I think when it's all said and done, the Falcons won't be as bad as people think. But we're still just overall a better football team, and we should get the dub. Jose Serrano said, I do not worry about A.J. Brown not being able to suit up. We are loaded. That's another reason. I'm not worried, really, because I believe he's going to suit up. I just hope it doesn't linger, and I hope he's okay. I don't like injuries named hamstring. But even still, Dotson, Goddard, Saquon, Smitty. Now, I do like the defense that the Falcons created. They didn't play great against the Steelers, but the Steelers didn't score no touchdowns. Think about that. The Atlanta Falcons offense was a big letdown. Kirk Cousins was a big letdown. But the Atlanta Falcons defense did their job. Justin Fields is not a great quarterback, and they got some weapons over there, right? George Pickens and whatnot. They got Najee Harris. But they lost, 18-10? Regardless of the score, the Atlanta Falcons defense did not allow a touchdown. A.J. Terrell is a decent corner, is a pretty good corner. Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons. They signed Matt Judon from the Patriots, and Grady Jarrett is finally healthy. That is a talented, named defense. I think they're top heavy. The big name players on their defense are good. But do they have any middle ground players? No, it's really good or really bad. There's no in between. See, we got some high top players on our roster. But then you got a guy like Reed Blankenship, who's not superstar, but he's not bad. He's solid. You got guys who are solid across the Eagles defense, plus some big names. CJ, Slay. And guess whose name is about to become big time very soon? Number 27, Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell. He's about to become big time. Peter Riley said, hey, Mike, keep doing your thing. Your son, and support that football field, my brother. Hey, with your son, support that football field. You already know my son's Pee Wee football team, the 9-year-old, Pee Wee football team has a game at 1 o'clock. So we'll leave around 11:30. It's a road game. Get there probably around 12. He got to weigh in and everything, and we going to get this thing on the road. Ryan Beck said, I like Mitchell getting his first interception Monday night. Prime time. Sign me up for that. Jeff Fox said, need to stop the run by 10 need to stop the run game. Need to stop the run. GB run 10 yards before was touched. Oh, Green Bay, yes. A lot of yards before contact. And that right there shows that your D-line is getting beat. If running backs is going through the line of scrimmage, if they are crossing the line of scrimmage, untouched, 7 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards down the field, then you are absolutely getting blown off the ball, and that needs to change. That ain't solely the player. That is the scheme and the fits and the gaps that need to be checked. John Blick said, Quinyon easily my new favorite player. He's coming. He's one of them. One of them ones. Big Q, not the little one. I'm with you on that. 31-7 said, are the Falcon corners any good? AJ Terrell is. AJ Terrell is a player. I'm not sure who the other corner is on the Falcons roster, but AJ Terrell is a player. Vic said top flight safeties. They do. They got top-notch safeties for sure, and Bates and Simmons. Zay said if AJ's not 100%, we need to sit him until he's good. I hope they don't have him playing through it. Again, I'm with you. Any other injury, I'm okay with playing through certain injuries. Injuries that just I worry about off the grip are hamstrings. Wide receivers and DBs, I like to be precautious when it comes to hamstrings. Now, we don't know the severity. Severity. I don't know if I'm saying it right. We don't know the how the hamstring is, how severe the hamstring is. However, bro, you get this much talent so you can do it. My whole thing is you don't sacrifice the whole season on week 2. You know what I mean? So I think he's good. Thumbnail says it's not good because it's not good. I want to go into a Monday night game saying all my guys are good, and I know I want that, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Injuries happen in football, so we built this team deep enough, hopefully, to survive some. But the one thing you don't want to have is a player be hurt long-term because we rushed anything. If you're telling me if AJ missing this one game, make sure he's healthy for the next 5, 100%, I'm cool with it. If he can play this game and still be healthy for the next 5, I'm cool with that too. It's whatever goes. Ronnie Dragon with the $2 super chat. He said, good luck to little Philly Mike Jr. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And again, we play against the Bethlehem Saints. My son's football team is 2-1. We trying to get to 3-1. I appreciate the love and support. Remember, every and any super chat dollar gets you a entry into the jersey giveaway on September 25th. So Ronnie Dragon just gets 2 entries into the jersey giveaway. Appreciate the love and support. Mikey said, rest AJ, be smart. Hey, I ain't mad at that. The 803 Hitman said, if you rest AJ, would you want it to be this game? I think the Falcons are better than people are giving them credit. I think they play a horrible offensive game versus the Steelers. I think they did some good things defensively, holding them to all field goals for 4 quarters. I think the Falcons are going to turn up a little bit, but they're not going to be able to beat us. That being said, I think, it's all about what he needs. Kay said hamstrings can be very naggy. I'm with you on that. Ian said AJ is limited, not broken. Calm down. Nobody said he was broken. I think you got to check the ears a little bit, my guy. Nobody said he's broken. And if you're worried about the thumbnail, tell me when the words, it's not good, has meant broken or devastation or crisis or the world is falling apart. Bro, it's raining today. It's not good. If it rains today, my son is still going to play football. But you know what I'm going to say as a parent? It's not good. I'd rather it not rain. I'd rather A.J. Brown don't just pop up out of nowhere with a hamstring injury. You know what I mean? Precautionary or not. You know what would have been better than that? Waking up yesterday and reading no name on the injury. You know what I mean? So the word is not good. Again, come in here and listen to the dialogue before you. Yeah, AJ, what's wrong? Don't judge for the. I mean, and again, what are you listening to? You sound like AJ out. Definitely, he's not, bro. Bruh, the title says questionable. I said he was a limited participant with a hamstring. For those who never had a hamstring, I'd rather him be dealing with a different injury, first of all. I said he's going to play. Maybe he's just getting in here, but still, you would think you could listen to some dialogue before you put your expertise on the subject. Thank you, though, for letting me know that he's definitely not out. I think I said it, but thank you for reinsuring it for me. Hey, shout out to Martin and shout out to the Jalen. Mike, you don't need to explain what is understood. I like it. Shout out to Derek H. Rise up. We got some Falcon fans up in here. Like I said, I don't know if you're just jumping in, but I said a couple times. I said a couple times that I think the Falcons are better than what their week 1 performance showed. Offensively, y'all couldn't do nothing, or y'all couldn't score, really. Now, Pittsburgh defense is pretty good, I guess. But the fact of the matter is, I still like what your defense did, holding a Pittsburgh team to all field goals. And again, I looked around the NFL landscape and saw there was a lot of sloppy play. Your game was just a little extra sloppy. But I do think the Falcons will be better than the week 1 performance, but I don't think they're going to have enough to beat us at the link. And you know why? Because your commander, your quarterback, he just can't do it. Not against us, not on prime time, and not at Lincoln Financial. Chad Horseman said between Dotson and Wilson, we should be okay. That's true. But none of them hold a candle to AJ. I think he'll be fine. I just don't like hamstrings lingering. Shoot him said, shoot him 556 said, I'm a Falcons fan, but I've been watching you for years. Hey, shout out to my guy with the Georgia profile pic, Falcons fan, who's been watching Eagle content creator for years. And again, I'm gonna say one more time, I think the Falcons are better than their week 1 performance. I just think y'all running into a real tough team now, right? Y'all should have beat the Steelers. Y'all didn't. Y'all will eventually come together. But to lose that game, now have to come to Philly in the first home game where Eagle fans get lit every home game. The first one just always just a little bit little bit more lit, I could say. That being said, it's going to be tough. But I do like Bijan Robinson. If I did a parlay, I might take his over too in rushing. We'll see. Now, remember, I got to get to my son's Eagles game, so we're not going to stay on here much longer. I just want to get on here, touch base with y'all this morning, talk a little bit about the dreadful A.J. Brown injury. No, A.J. I mean, that's how some of y'all make me that's how some of y'all portraying me. But I like chopping it up with y'all. Again, videos will come out tomorrow again. My videos and streams been early, 9:30 and 10, due to some schedule changes, but we'll get back to regular schedule program. Eagle Savage said, I don't know if I want him to play with even a tweak. It could linger all year long. Hey, Eagle Savage, don't say that. If you just don't say that, because now we're back to panic again. I'm just kidding. Again, I love y'all. And I know some of y'all who called me crying might have been exaggerating with the keyboard the same way I'm exaggerating on camera. I'm just doing it on camera. You know what I mean? Ryan, the man, said, smacking my baby mama's How did I read it that far in before I realized that? I mean, shout out to what you doing, my guy. Whatever floats your boat. Cloud VR said, I've been watching Philly Mike since Jalen Hurts was a rookie, but I never got the chat because I wasn't signed in. But now I am. So that's a dub. That's a huge dub. Again, if you just watch random videos on YouTube, it's not really worth being signed in. But if you watch sports content on YouTube, you should be signed in because everybody's deserving to be heard. The good takes, the bad takes, the ugly takes, it's all opinionated. And at the end of the day, if you're not an Eagle fan, you want us to lose. If you're an Eagle fan, you want us to win. We have different ways of going about that. But then we find out, oh, snap, something that Clown VR said was right. I thought he was going to be wrong, but he was right. I was wrong, or vice versa. It's all love at the end of the day. We try to accomplish one goal, and that's to get a win every week. Every different Eagle content creator might be talking about the same ish, but have different takes. Philly Mike's take on a hamstring is it's not good. Is it super bad? No. Is it good? No. I would much rather see AJ healthy, especially after that nice 20-some yard game week 1. He's a top 5 wide receiver right now. Yards wide, I want him to keep climbing up. Every single year, AJ's gotten better on the stat sheet. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Missing games won't help that. I forgot to tell you. Well, get them likes up. Ronnie Dragon said, look, we got 339 people in here. I got to get going. Do me a favor, though. Hit the like button. Let's see if we can get it to 250 or 300 likes. I don't even know where we are at likes. Somebody let me know. But there's no reason why we can't get to at least 250, maybe 300 likes. Hey, Clown VR. That's another thing you can't do when you're not signed in. You can't like the stream or the video. Like it. Zay said, with or without AJ, it's a party at the Link Monday night. Falcons have no chance. Go Birds. That's the energy you really need, though, right there. But I do want him to play if he's good enough. Nick M with the $2 super chat. I think it's precautionary. We got an extra day, too. Facts. Again, one thing I don't like about injuries, right? Like if AJ Brown, I don't like when it just pops up out of nowhere. Like again, we play Monday night. So the first practice might have came Wednesday. They didn't practice Monday or Tuesday. So Wednesday practice, or maybe Tuesday, I don't know. But whatever, practice good. When you just pop up out of nowhere, it could be precautionary. We do got an extra day, like Nick said. They could have said AJ with an ankle, AJ with an arm, AJ with a whatever. But I just don't like the word hamstring. That's me. As a creator, as a person who's played sports, watched sports, don't like hamstrings. Now, the speed guys normally are the ones who really, really don't like hamstrings. But you saw AJ put the burners on Jair Alexander. My man got some speed. He running 22 miles per hour. You know what I mean? Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I want him to be good, but I think he'll be okay. Once again, shout out to Nick M with the $2 super chat. Every super chat dollar gets you an entry into the jersey